Hey, what's up? This is Joe Rabidoo with a new devlog. I've got a bunch of techniques to make procedural clutter straight from the trees that already exist. Different kinds of clutter cut out from the actual trees. I can put it together any way I want. I just have it in a cross format here. Literally all different kinds of clutter here. Just demonstrating. Let's go down here, away from the clutter section, to the log section. These are my logs. These are also generally cut right out of the existing trees, so I don't have to regenerate them. These are dead logs that have been laying on the ground for a while. They have like little mushrooms growing out of them, and they're kind of sparse. Some of these logs have a weird bark. Some of them look more grassy. Some of them are kind of like spindly, like this. It'll be used for the crafting and building in the game. So it's important to note that gets cut straight out of these trees here. So let's go ahead and generate a different planet. I'll enter in a seed number here. It doesn't matter what it is, 7766, let's say. And then when I click generate, it's going to regenerate the entire planet, which is a planet the size of Earth currently. And I can make it any size. I can make it 10 times bigger than Earth. I can make it 10 times smaller than Earth. That's the important takeaway here. And, well, it has frozen. And I do have a few extra things running on my computer. And I am recording this at the same time. And I'm just only can hope that in the background it's actually generating the new planet. I believe that I wrote a script to where it should be looking at the sky while generating, which is the only reason I'm a little suspicious that it's not generating, is the fact that the player is not looking at the sky. Oh, okay, we're looking at the sky, so it is generating. We're kind of flying way up in the air right now in no man's land. Oh, there we go. Let the whole planet load. Let the whole thing load. Let every chunk load in around me. Let the whole planet load up. Alright, now we can walk around. It dropped us in the middle of a very tall jungle. With some odd looking trees. And some strange mushroom type things. That's a tall tree. This tree right here might be a good tree to get a look around in. Let's climb up it. Not tall enough, eh? Oh, there's a green one over there. Oh, there's something over there that's much taller. Let's go to that. We gotta keep this bearing. You know, before we go to that tree, though, I'll just leave it at a spot that looks decent. I'm going to pull up the body cam features, show you the new installation on the body cams here. So that's Shift C. And for the body cam, where'd my mouse go? Where'd my mouse go? Okay. I'm going to close that menu. And get to it a different way. G world body cam. Here we go. So we have focus, lens, sensor, codec, which is how the information is stored, the grade and the signal, the mount that it's stationed on, and the motion. And these are all a simulation of an actual body cam. So if I go to focus, I can change what the player focuses on. We'll leave the edges like really blurry for a nice alien effect, just so I can show you the test. And then we got a gradient here, how much we want, like all focus or a little bit of focus. So I kind of like it about right here for the gradient. The defocus on the center, we don't have to change any of that. We don't have to change any of that. Lens, field of view. Closer field of view or farther? I think it was set pretty good. Military grade here. Fisheye warp. We actually want quite a bit of fisheye warp. I'm gonna bring it up a little bit. First time I really dove into these settings and really played with them. We got sensor, auto exposure. Base sensitivity, different grains, different type of grain sizes. We can change stuff with the grade and the contrast, the backlit, the gamma. The contrast here. I'll just bring the contrast up a little bit, yeah. Bring the backlift down just about all the way. Saturation can go down a little bit. Signal, we got scan lines, we got tears that we can simulate, we got night vision mode. We can drop the frames on purpose. Play with the stiffness of the mount and how much motion it has, so I can have a lot of step bob, a lot of step bob lateral, a lot of bob roll, a lot of impact. I can bring the shake scale up, and I can bring the stiffness down, the camera, and so yeah, we pretty much did it all here. I'll exit out on here. And, oh, you know what? I got a little clipping there. So, let's go back in. Body cam. Where was the barrel? Where was the barrel at? You know, we'll just leave it right here for testing, so I can just finish showing you guys. I can set this camera up anyways, this body cam, to have many different settings. It doesn't have to be this extreme. I just did it for this little playthrough here. You can a little bit see what's behind you because of the little barreling effect. Was this the tree we were looking for? No, there's no way we were there already. You know, let's go into fly mode. We'll just fly up above this canopy. And, yeah, it sure does look strange with these effects on, doesn't it? I'm actually just gonna dial that back, because, you know, it's a little too much. Maybe for testing. Bring it way back to the very edge here. And, hold that good for now. At least we got more visual room. So, of course, it's a infinite planet. Nice little field over here I can test running. Fall down to it. You see I got this 3D texture on the ground. It's been running really nice. I have to walk a ways after fast traveling to get the data rolling. The camera has a visual effect. It's kind of messing with the screen. It is also just morning time. We can raise the sun a little bit and get some more realistic profile here. Out in front of us over there. I kind of like it on the side, behind the hills. So if I turn this off, you can see it's actually a really bright day. Because we're out in the brightness, the auto exposure on the camera is darkening it. I can shut the auto exposure off on the camera, on the simulated camera. Auto exposure. And it'll be just not there. But then when you go into dark areas and light areas, it won't simulate what an actual body cam looks like. So I got over 500 different species on the planet right now. And basically, the farther you travel, the more wild species you're going to get. So you'll notice we haven't seen this species yet. And there's a nice clump of them over here. And likewise, we haven't seen this species yet. A clump of them over here. And it's like a willow tree kind of, the red type of like willow tree right here. Kind of a cool tree. We'll check that bark out. And as we go farther and farther, I'll just head in this direction a ways. We'll see that whole entire forest biomes will change, and we'll get sometimes some alien features. So, big question, you know, where are you going to set up camp? What plants are poisonous? What plants are edible? What wood is strong and durable? What wood rots fast? Where are the animal trails and animal paths? Where is the nearest water source? That'd be like the first thing that you really have to lock down and find. Basic survival instinct is going to play a role in this actual game. And if I fly up here again, we'll go over here to this anomaly. Each planet can come up with its own style anomalies in its own location. This one happened to come up with these like land spikes. I think I'm about to slide down. Catching myself on the bottom. Now you can see that square patch in front of me. That's just because we fast traveled. After I walk for a ways, the data refills. Fast traveling has not been worked on yet. So I'm going to turn the camera exposure back on. The auto exposure. I will turn it down. I'm going to turn the speed down too. Looking at something bright to looking at something dark. Should be interfering with me a little bit here. Wow, those clouds are actually really pretty. New clouds. Looks like a storm is simulating to come in. Okay. Now I'm gonna fast travel to the beach now. I'm gonna go out to this island in the top right. It's about a 18 kilometer by 10 kilometer island. Gives us a good sense of scale when I fly up here. And so it looks like I spawned near the center of the island. I'm just going to keep flying up. And we can see the trees all the way into the distance. And it looks like the ocean is over here. Let's go check the ocean out. Looks like we got some dead plants growing out here at the ocean front. Let's fall down here. These are like some big, like dead logs, like a field of dead logs. Very cool, actually. See, I don't know everything that can be generated in these worlds because there's so many different parameters. It's hard to tell what's going to come out of these worlds. Let's travel down the coastline, see when all this death and rot stops. Whoa, pretty red trees here. Yeah, we'll travel down this coast. Nice big patch of some green type of tree. What are these red trees? These red trees are actually really pretty. I'm going to check them out. Fall down there and check one out. Oh, two different kinds. Two different kinds of red trees here. Okay, so first one. Oh, first these are the willow ones. They're going over here by the water. And where's the other kind? Right here. This is not the same willow one. It's got like a blue glowing fruit or bioluminescent lights attached to it. That's going to be cool at night. I don't have a full night cycle yet. And then we'll fly up and we'll go down this shoreline a little more. See what species have spawned in here, in this part of the planet. Oh, maybe some ice trees or something here. Oh, they're like a palm. So out here by the coast, again, we got some nice, two different palms. This is a different palm completely. Completely different palm tree right here than the other one. something. Let's climb up this and pretend we're in it. This would be a hunting spot. That'd be like a little watering hole that the animals come to. Yeah, cool. Alright, there's some cool, lots of those, whole fields of those freaking palm trees. Holy crap. They dominate the coast on this planet. These must be like the mangrove trees of the planet, sucking up the salt water and all these little saltwater beds. Okay, well, let's go deeper forest then. Let's go ahead and pull up our mini map. I'll show you the whole planet. Here's our alien planet. Never traveled to a snowy land on this planet, on any of these procedural planets. Haven't tested the snowlands yet, but this right here looks like a mountain. Let's give it a go. It'll take a good minute for everything to load in. A real good minute. Oh, there we go. Okay, because we've traveled so far away from our area, it's going to take a minute for the data to realign. This rock has like a square crystallic pattern on it, and what that actually is a bug. It's because I traveled so far away from my spawn. One of the variables for the texturing, for the 3D texturing, is using too low of a precision of a number, and it loses its precision out here. Well, it turns out that we pretty much just spawned into just a rocky badland surrounded by mountainy terrain. Let's fly up, and it's going to take too long to fly over to the edge here, so let's just fast travel to the edge. And if I fly up high enough, I should be able to see well here at the edge where the trees are. Oh, they're over this way. I see them. They're over this way, about 30 kilometers. Let's get on over there. Oh, very tall trees. Well, let's load in. Some weird cracked style earth here. Climb along this flickering ridge. Remember, that's a bug. The texture flickering is a bug once you get too far from your spawn. It is fixable. Up to this point here. Yeah, just like Badlands over there, forest over there, and they blend together. Very cool, very cool. But way over here, we have different trees. So we went like about 1,000 kilometers away, so it's not necessarily guaranteed to have different trees. We do have some of the same trees. This one seems like it's a new one. The bug over there with distant things spawning in rows. Nothing is supposed to be spawning in rows. And the camera exposure is brightening it up. We're actually deep in the shade here, so if I shut this off, yeah. This is the real, not body camera footage. Body camera footage definitely gives it some like perspective. They're all spawning in rows because of a bug. That won't be right there. All right, that's it. Peace out.